At the same time, I think out in the world, the biggest problem in American politics is partisanship. It's just the mind killer. And it's what's funny is as a libertarian to me is I'm against both sides so much that I totally empathize with both sides for hating the other side more. Like, listen, I got to be a right winger because I sure as hell ain't a left winger. Like, I understand that, dude. You know what I mean? That's perfectly reasonable response to the left, and vice versa too. I'm clearly not one of them. I must be over here. And those guys are definitely worse. So I guess I'll have to settle for these guys to protect me from those guys. And that's just how it works. But then, it's a feedback loop kind of thing. And the more you're on the team, the deeper your identification with the team gets. And then any criticism of anything that your side does is taken as a criticism from the other side that must be defended, and heels dig in and knees jerk and everybody gets mad. So my thing is, I'm a libertarian. I don't give a damn about the Republicans and the Democrats at all, and I'm against them all, but I'm fair to everybody. I don't lie, I don't twist, I don't make up silly nicknames for everybody to ridicule them or whatever, right? I just tell you what Hillary Clinton did that I disapprove of, and John McCain too. Usually the same thing, right? And then, as I learned this driving a cab long ago, Michael Bolden from the 10th Amendment Center named it the Scott Horton rule, is as a libertarian to explain libertarianism to liberals and conservatives or leftists and rightists of whatever description. You attack the left from the left and the right from the right, because we have well, I put it this way. Anything that the leftists are good on, we're even better. And anything the right wingers are good on, we're even better. It's not that we're really to the right or the left of them. It's just we've really thought all of this stuff through. So like a great left wing issue would be ending the war on drugs. Well, we absolutely agree with that, but we're like the nth degree crystallization of the perfection of that argument about the war on drugs. But if you want to attack the left from the left, what you do is you hold hands all the way on the drug war argument, and then you change the subject to guns. And you say, now, isn't it true that it's poor and minorities who end up doing prison time just for possession of a gun when they weren't allowed to, who everybody in the whole neighborhood has a felony, so now none of them are allowed to own a gun. Now anybody with a gun has to go to the pen and, for simple possession. And isn't it the case that making it illegal just means that criminals are in charge of distributing the guns, the most dangerous ones of all? And don't all our same arguments about the war on drugs apply to the war on guns? And doesn't it just not make sense to have a war on guns run by a government that you hate and fear, right? And cops who you say are all Klansmen. Like let's not do this. You thought that was a left-wing issue, but it wasn't. If you really, a real leftist is against gun control, right? And that way, so I'm not asking you to change your identity. I'm not asking you to become a libertarian. I'm not asking you to become a right-wing, duck hunting gun nut. I'm just saying it's perfectly left-wing to oppose gun control if you're left-wing and smart. And then the same thing for a right-winger. If you're a good right-winger, then you value the Constitution and capitalism, limited government, property rights, which all require sound money. If you're a real good right-winger, you want to help us abolish the IRS, repeal the 16th Amendment, never have income taxation again. Well, I'm sorry, Charlie, you can't have a limited republic and a world empire at the same time. You're going to have to choose. And if you want a limited republic for the United States of America, you're just going to have to let Iraq go, and Israel too, for that matter. And because you can't have it both ways. And so what's more important to you?